Good afternoon. A 24-year-old man is dead following a shooting outside a Burlington mall late last night.
February 9th, 2026, 10:10 p.m. Burlington Center Mall parking lot. 24-year-old Omar Niaz Muhammad was shot dead outside Kelsey's restaurant. Two suspects fled in a white SUV. They remain at large. This was Burlington's first homicide of 2026. Missed the button? Go ahead. Subscribe now so you don't forget later.
Subscribe to Major
The
Reactions,
victim went
man.
by Lil OT, a rapper with 27,000 Instagram followers and 2 albums released since 2023.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think I ever heard of Lil OT. You know what I mean? You know, we in the States and everything like that, so that's probably what it is. But I never heard of the boy Lil OT. If y'all heard of Lil OT, definitely let me know in the comments.
3 years before his death, someone tried to kill him. Over 50 bullets were fired at his family's home in Hamilton while he was inside. He survived. Nobody was arrested.
Whoa. Talking about 50 bullets? We talking about 50 bullets? I think that's the same amount that they try to send at Dolph. Or was it 100 at Dolph? But at the same time, we talking about in Canada. If somebody's sending 50 bullets your way in Canada, boy, you was really turning the savage up. They wanted you out the way, boy. They wanted you out of here.
Between that attack and his death, the timeline includes criminal charges and an associate's guilty plea. Each event raises questions about what led to Monday night. Omar made drill music in the Toronto Hamilton scene. His tracks included North and Jamesville. He collaborated with Toronto rapper Doovie. He was also director of Dirty North Inc., a federal corporation registered in Hamilton. In 2020, at age 18, he was charged with drug and firearm offenses. No public records show what happened with those charges. No conviction, no sentencing, no case outcome.
Now, hold on. Now, it be the dudes like this, like that look like they don't get into too much, that be really the most savage. And the reason why they be the most savage is because they're used to being told or they're used to being treated a certain way, so they got to turn the savage up. We talking about like straight up, like a level you never seen before. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, that's because people don't expect that from them. So they try to live up to their expectation, or they try to live up to their expectation. You see what I'm saying? Which is crazy and retarded, but you know what I mean? That's just what it is.
6 years separate his first documented encounter with law enforcement and his death. After surviving the 2023 shooting, Omar didn't relocate. He continued releasing music. He maintained his Instagram presence. He stayed visible in the same area where someone had tried to kill him.
That's crazy.
In 2025, a development.
Listen, at this age that I'm at, I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to be the hardest dude. If you try to kill me, you send 50 shots my way, obviously you got the low, right? You got the low on me. I'm out of here, champ. I'm not about to sit here and play with y'all.
A former music associate pleaded guilty to weapon charges. The name hasn't been released. Police haven't confirmed any connection to Omar, but the timing is notable. 2 years after the failed hit, someone in his circle accepted a plea deal. 1 year after that plea, Omar was killed.
Snitching.
Quick reminder, if you're still watching, ask yourself one thing. These aren't isolated incidents. Someone wanted him dead for years.
100%.
If connecting these dots matters to you,
100%.
why not subscribe so you don't miss what happens next?
Subscribe to Major
Monday
Reactions.
night, the mall was still open. People were shopping. 2 suspects approached Omar in the parking lot near Kelsey's restaurant. They shot him in the upper body. Witnesses were present. He was transported to hospital. He died from his injuries. The suspects got into a white SUV and left the scene. The next morning, Halton Regional Police held a press conference. Constable Jeff Dillon confirmed the victim's identity and stated this was a targeted incident with no ongoing risk to public safety. Dillon also said investigators are working to determine the motives and whether Omar knew his attackers. The contrast is significant. The 2023 attack was from a distance with over 50 rounds fired. This attack was close range in a public space. Police are searching for 2 suspects who fled in a white SUV. No descriptions have been released. What investigators are examining, the relationship between Omar and the shooters, whether this connects to the 2023 Hamilton incident, and the motive. They're also looking at the...
They was sitting on bro already. You see what I'm saying? They were just waiting for the perfect time. They already sent 50 his way. You see what I'm saying? Now they like, you know what? He survived that. Let's get him at the right time.
Timeline. Why 3 years between attacks? What changed in 2025 when the associate accepted a plea deal? Why February 9th, 2026? Police are requesting security footage, dashcam video, and public tips. What remains unclear? The outcome of the 2020 charges, the identity of the 2025 associate who pleaded guilty, and whether these events are connected. 2 days after the shooting, no arrests have been made. The motive remains unknown. The investigation is active. Omar Niaz Muhammad was 24.
I ain't trying to be funny, but being that this happened in Canada, would that be a cold case?
Bruh.
Okay. I guess that wasn't the right time. Okay, let's keep going.
Years old. Between 2020 and 2026, his timeline included criminal charges with no known outcome, a failed assassination attempt where he was the target, an associate's weapon-related guilty plea, and finally, his execution in a public parking lot. Each event happened. Whether they're connected is what investigators are determining. In the Toronto Hamilton drill scene, this pattern isn't isolated to Omar. Young artists in this community have faced similar trajectories. Some are still alive, others aren't.